Take number 2, because I'm not very good at doing this. So this is portfox.ai. So Portfox Design is my web hosting company business, and I've been doing that since 1997. And I've been exploring the world of local language models and inverted commas AI for the past 12. This stuff really gets me out of bed every morning, and I love the challenge of looking at trying to get the best performance out of my machines I possibly can, because you pay all this money for a nice fancy laptop or desktop, and you want it to perform. So ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Grok, all those major players make you pay for tokens, and don't get me wrong, they're a business, they've got to make money. I fully understand that, but I do a lot of coding with my jobs, I should say. So I wanted something that I could use on my local machine that I could spend all day coding or all week coding and not get hung up by cost or getting blocked or whatever the case may be with some of the bigger players. It's taken a little while to work this out, and thanks to this chap here, the Tom, whoops, if I can actually use my mouse correctly, he's come up with a little offshoot fork of Llama CPP called TurboQuant Plus. Now, before I go any further, because I hate people who do this to me on videos, this is for Mac only. I haven't found a PC format, so if you want to switch off now, PC users, I understand fully. So moving on, he's created a fork that uses this TurboQuant caching, which I found quite interesting when I started reading the papers on it. I always struggle on my Mac. I've got a MacBook Pro M5, 24 gigabits of memory, or gigabytes of memory, however you want to say that. And I always struggle. I want to run those models that have a little bit more reasoning power, the 14 to 20s, and my tokens per second just wasn't workable. I struggled, and I'd be pulling my hair out because I wanted that better model, like everyone does. So this TurboQuant Plus looks at actually your KV cache, and I said I don't fully understand all the techie part behind this, but what it does, it in a nutshell, increases your speed ever so slightly on your models. Now, you can obviously download or do the git download. Sorry, let's scroll down to the bottom here. Whoops, too far. Here we go. Here's the install part of it. You can run up your demo. You can build it, and then you can deploy it. So basically, I've got mine running as a server on my Mac. So sitting in my my anti-gravity. I play with anti-gravity every now and then. It comes in handy. And it's slowly running in the background on port 8080. So what I decided to do, I thought, well, rather than reinventing the wheel with a CLI interface, I'll just use Claude code. Now, you have to play around the back end of this to get this to work in a JSON file, but basically it's running. So you can talk to it, and as you can see, it's doing its germinating. I love this stuff when it comes up with some of these names. It's talking to my back-end server. It's giving me some of the details. I mean, it's not super fast, but this is running a 14 billion parameter model, and I thought that actually is not too bad. It'll check my directories. It'll write to my files like I wanted to. A little slower than obviously your mainstream Geminis and all that, but it's using the Claude interface or the Claude CLI, which is brilliant because it's got some really cool tools that you can do. I've been mucking around with that, saying running Python and all that, which I play around with a fair bit. .NET hasn't hung up just yet, but it does talk to your local directory. So I'll keep this rather short, but in a nutshell, Claude CLI talking to a TurboQuant KV cached model. Thumbs up so far. So yeah, if you've got any comments, questions, or suggestions on how to improve this any further, please comment below. Or if you found a PC version, I've got a few friends who've got PC that would love to use this. I've showed them and they go, oh, can I use it? And I said, well, no, you can't, because you need a Mac. oh, you're a Mac user, da da da. So you know the story, guys. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully have some more stuff for you soon.